Visit the website at www.orvis.com for more information on our store, driving directions, and for information on fly fishing 101 classes. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday noon to 6. Call 901-767-3592 for more information. That's 901-767-3592. Or visit orvis.com.
Let's go! Let's go!
This is WMC Memphis, WMFS HD2 Bartlett, Memphis.
Touchdown!
Listen to Van Pelt and Russillo weekdays from noon till 3 p.m., 790 a.m., part of the Memphis Sports Network.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Rea. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Rea. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Rea.
Now back to Outdoors with Larry Rea on CBS Sports 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Barton Power Sports, and Orvis in the Laurelwood Shopping Center.
Okay, welcome back as we talk outdoors on Outdoors with Larry Rea every Saturday morning on Sports 790. Ben Hogan, our show producer, pushing all the buttons, taking your calls at 274-7979. And Gene Smith sitting in studio with me, being the open mic Saturday. And
I miss old Brother Daryl, though.
Yeah, Brother Daryl is on the line. We've got Dave Gabbard on the line calling from Athens, Georgia, where he's down visiting his son and grandson for celebrating his grandson's birthday. Wanted Dave to kind of sit in on this segment because we're going to talk a little bit TWRA, talk a little bit about last week's commission meeting. And so we're going to talk right now with Daryl Ratajczak. As I told you folks, Daryl is the chief of the TWRA Wildlife Division and also the Wildlife, the Tennessee Fish and Wildlife Commissioner, Bill Cox, who represents our area here. So we've hooked up with all three of them on the line. Good morning, Bill Cox.
Good morning, Larry.
How you do, buddy?
I'm great.
I know Bill's on his way down south and taking time to do this. And Daryl, I know, would probably like to be in the woods this morning turkey hunting, but it's a tough job. Somebody's got to do it. So good morning, Daryl.
Good morning, Larry.
Thank you for doing this. And Dave Gabbard, I know that you've kept up with the situation. Let me kick it right off for you listeners out there that when the commission met last week, and technically once the meeting was all sealed and done, they recommended no changes here, maybe a few adjustments to whitetail deer hunting, and one of those adjustments is in Tipton County. We'll talk a little bit about that, but there was so much information floating around as we have now on social media and everything like that the TWRA was going to drop the 3-buck limit to 2-buck limit. And I know this was brought up at the commission meeting, and we'll let Commissioner Cox first address this because was this something, Bill, that you guys expected to be coming up at the meeting?
Well, after the QDMA press release, it was pretty obvious it was going to be discussed. It was not something expected from the agency recommendation, which it wasn't. But there was a lively discussion, and I feel like we are in a good spot right now with 3. There are 1 or 2 commissioners that would favor 2 bucks, but as Daryl will tell you, the data shows that we're on a good curve to deer, and the age class of deer is as good as our surrounding states. And, it's not as it may not be exactly where everybody wants it, but going to 2 bucks is not going to change that. We're already in a good spot. And I think some of there were a couple of guys speaking, just 2 came speaking for the 2 bucks, but it seems that there are a group of people, and I'm not being critical of them because it's what they like to do. They think that going to 2 would increase the age and increase the size of the racks. I don't think that is necessarily the truth, but they also obviously can't get their neighbors to do what they want them to do, so they want the state to dictate to their neighbors that we're only going to kill 2, and I just don't think that's right. I think that everybody ought to be I think 3 is fine. People like to kill management bucks. It's an opportunity, and I just disagree with it. But we expected it because of the media thing, but that's kind of where it is right now. We're just in the discussion phase. I don't think it'll pass this year, but it'll be discussed again.
And Daryl, talking to Daryl Ratajczak, he is the Chief of Forestry and Wildlife Division of TWRA. Daryl, I know you came with facts. 74% of the Tennessee deer hunters support the 3 buck. We haven't had a change since 1999. You were prepared for this, and so give me your take on all this.
Well, I believe Commissioner Cox hit the nail on the head. Is all the data that we have, there's nothing that suggests we need to change the buck limit. First and foremost, our deer herd is in great shape, and that's the first thing we always look at. And we're very happy with the deer that we're killing in Tennessee. And secondly, what we do is we try to accommodate the majority of the hunters. And because buck limits are always a highly debated topic, we're always collecting data and doing surveys, trying to find out the wishes and wants of our deer hunters. And what we found out, conducting surveys over the last almost 15 years since we changed that buck limit, is that 3 buck limit is the limit that most deer hunters prefer. And so we're trying not to upset the cart too much and go with what the majority of our deer hunters want. The crazy thing, Larry, the last survey that was conducted back in 2012, more of the deer hunters wanted to increase the buck limit rather than decrease the buck limit. So it's a very small minority that suggesting to lower the buck limits, and we look at this data every single year, and we're trying to keep our finger on the pulse of Tennessee deer hunters.
Well, I know we're talking to Daryl Ratajczak. He is the Chief of the Wildlife and Forestry Division of TWRA, and Bill Cox, the Commissioner for our area here with the Fish and Wildlife Commission. And Bill, I know that, and Dave Gabbard, this is part of your deal here because I know the Fred Teague out of District 8, and that's Chester, Crockett, Dyer, Gibson, Lake, Madison, Obion, and Weakley counties. That's part of West Tennessee, was the one that brought this up. Had this been brought to your attention at all, David? You heard this about this? This is folks in our area here.
Well, it's it's one of the things. You've been hearing this for years and years and years. Prior to the back in the late 90s, before it changed. You could have killed for the course of the season 11 bucks.
Yeah.
And the data shows that everybody, wants in their mind older class deer. Well, Daryl's got the numbers and the facts and everything. It says, it started on that trend, even when they was killing 11. And I think it's what the public, since I deal with the public so much, is the perception. Because I'll throw it out there that even though we have a 3 buck limit on paper, effectively, what I've seen over there, Tennessee really has a 1 buck limit.
Most people, that's right.
Because Daryl's, the data shows that that only 50% of the deer hunters that deer hunt are successful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And out of that, most of the deer, and this is over 30 years experience, working with the agency over 30 years. I see, because once that hunter goes in the woods and he kills that 1 buck, you know, they might not ever step back foot in the woods again.
Yeah, yeah.
And the concept about bigger bucks, and I'll throw this out there, that after years and years and years of working checking stations, when I was working checking stations, you know what the most heard phrase I ever heard at the checking station was?
What's that?
He looked a lot bigger before I shot him.
Yeah.
I think we've all heard that, and I know Bill Cox. To bring you back in on this, now we have the next commission meeting May 22nd to 23rd up at the Ellington Agricultural Center, the TWRA Region 2 office. What's going to happen over this next month period? Do you see happening?
You talking about with the bug limit?
Yes.
Well, you know, if people are interested in it, they can call any of the commissioners. They can send comments to the agency. You know, Larry, I think it's a healthy discussion about all the recommendations, and the bug limit is just one of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to have. I don't think that with the agency not recommending it, with the data showing like it is, you know, the commissioners are not supposed to talk to each other outside the meeting, so we can't visit about what we're going to make decisions like that. But I would expect another discussion, and I expect Chairman Griggs will ask for a vote on it, or the Chairman Jamie Woodson's Chairman of the Wildlife Committee, and we'll just vote on it. I will make my objections to the change known, and I think Trey will make his, and anybody else. I mean, Trey and I are great friends, and there's no animosity there. He just thinks that that he would like to see this, and I don't. So it's not a big deal. But I would be disappointed if it changed, and don't think it will. You know, it's always going to be discussed. I mean, it's discussed every year, but this year is just more because QDMA sent out a press release that was patently false.
Yes.
To try to stir up. I don't know where they got the information, to tell you the truth. I'm sure they didn't intentionally try to cause a problem, but they certainly didn't check their facts before they sent it out. But everything's, you know, even if we change to $2, the world's not coming to an end. I just like more opportunity for the hunters. And I like a little longer hunting season. I'm going to propose that.
There you go. Here we go. Now we're getting to my part here now. Now, Daryl, you listen to this, aren't you? Okay. All right. Now, so I know that, and we discussed this, but I think with the two people showing up to support the $2, because the $3 people didn't, the $3 people didn't know this maybe it was coming. I don't know. It's going to be a lively discussion, but as Bill said, that's what the commissioners are there for. But they're also there to listen to what the agency, the biologists in the field, support. And I know Daryl, there's not a better person at putting facts together, putting all the issues in the front court and everything. And let me ask you, Daryl, one more thing here. There was some recommendation to adjust the antlerless opportunities in Tipton County. What is that? I mean, is that off the top of your head? Can you remember what that is?
Yeah, they're adding more doe opportunities during the gun season.
Okay.
And so they're just giving more opportunity to shoot the girls.
Okay. Well, I know that some of my folks want to know what that was all about. Well, guys, thank you for taking time on this Saturday morning to answer the questions. And I know that this is something that just kind of popped up, and that's why Bill likes to be a commissioner. I mean,
Yep.
Yeah, right. To get these, and we've dealt with these before and everything like that. So, folks, now you want to contact Bill Cox. His phone's always available. He'll listen to you. He'll tell you and give his opinion. Same thing with Trey Teague. Any of the other commissioners. You serve the public. I mean, that's part of your job, right, Bill?
Right. That's exactly right. We take the agency recommendation and listen to what the public wants to do, and you know, in this particular situation, I know you got a break, but this is not a resource issue. The agency's not telling us what we need to do because of the health of the resource. The deer resource is in super shape. This is a political decision.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, so that's for the commission to hash out, see what the public wants. But I think more of the public, according to what the Tennessee UT survey show, want to stay where we are. we've got almost an 80% approval rating on where we are, so we need to leave it alone.
Well, Bill, I'd like, and maybe Daryl too, after the Saturday after the commission meeting, I got some other things I'd like to talk to Bill about, and a lot of folks are saying they would like to get Bill on once a month. That's what I want to do. That's our goal, to get Bill on to answer your questions. You can go to lroutdoors.com. We have a guest book entry there. If you got a question for Bill or Daryl or anything else, we'll put it to them, and we'll try to get you guys after the commission meeting in May, and we'll rash this thing out. Okay, guys?
Yep.
All right. All right, y'all have a great day. Dave Gabbard, thank you, buddy, too.
Okay.
All right, we'll talk to y'all later. All right, let's take a break on Outdoors with Larry Rea. This is Sports 790.
What kind of legacy will we leave when our days upon this earth are gone? Some of my fondest memories growing up were the times my dad took me hunting or fishing. Spending time with him outdoors was magic. I'm Don King for your Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, inviting you to enjoy a Tennessee outdoor adventure. Share the experience with someone you love. Whether your passion is hunting, fishing, boating, or wildlife viewing, our state has it all. Visit our website at tnwildlife.org or download our new app for your smartphone or tablet by searching TWRA on the go, and let the legacy of your outdoor adventure begin. Our legacy.
Power. Let that word sink in for a minute. You crave power. You need power. And at Barton Power Sports, we put all that power right in your hands. Barton Power Sports of Arkansas combines the power of 7 brands from 2 locations into one single company, whose sole mission is to make sure you have the ultimate power sports experience. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki, Victory, and Argo. Each line standing on its own, but backed by the Barton Power Sports commitment to excellent service before, during, and after the sale. Barton Power Sports is open 6 days a week to accommodate your schedule. No hidden dock fees. What you see is what you get. Your deal, done your way. Now that's power. Barton Power Sports, with locations in Jonesboro and West Memphis. Go to bartonpowersports.com. The power of play.
This is Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790 AM. Now back to Outdoors with Larry Rea on CBS Sports 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Barton Power Sports, and Orvis in the Laurelwood Shopping Center.
Okay, man, we breezed by here, haven't we,
It's
Gene
been a
Smith?
quick day, quick
It's
day.
always fast, and I know Ben Hogan can take a nap after we leave here because we wear him out. No, he's got a long day. He's got the Grizzlies tonight and all that kind of stuff, and without Zebo, I don't want to get onto that again and everything. Hey, our good friend Rick Lesley's on the line with us. He's the co-director of the 42nd Annual St. Jude Bass Classic, May 25th down at Sardis Lake, he and Gary Conklin. And we wanted Rick on this morning on Open Mic Saturday. He's got a little bit of news we want to announce on Outdoors with Larry Rea. Good morning, Rick.
Good morning, Larry. How are y'all doing?
Hey,
Doing
me and
great.
Gene Smith are doing good for a couple of old guys. So, hey, I tell you, I know, tell our listeners, because not only you popped me with something else new here. Tell our listeners something special is going to happen. It's always special going to happen down at St. Jude Bass Classic. What do you got for us?
Well, on Saturday at check-in, which we do at Performance Marine there in Sardis.
Yes.
From 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock on that Saturday, we're going to have some of the cast from the TV show Swamp People are going to be there.
Woo! Okay. All right.
We're going to have Liz Cavalier, her husband Justin, and Glenn Geist.
You're going to have...
They'll be with us for about 6 hours, signing autographs and helping us raise some money for the kids at St. Jude.
Wow. Well, I know you did this with Troy from, what's his name? Troy Landry, right? He was down there. And the line went almost to Batesville, it seemed like. So,
yeah, it was huge. I think he was there a little over 4 hours, and I think in that 4 hours we raised just right at $10,000.
Wow, that's great.
So now you got this crew coming in. It's going to be from 10 to 4 at Performance Marine. This is on Saturday at check-in but you don't have to be a participant to show up for this, right, Rick?
No, we'd love to have the general public come because, again, we're going to have St. Jude hats and St. Jude T-shirts that they're going to autograph for a donation. We're going to have food. We're going to have a couple of raffles. So there'll be some things besides just the fishermen checking in going on that day. So we invite everybody down. And then we've also got something we found out yesterday.
Yeah, tell us you got something
good
else?
People at Mossberg.
Yeah.
Donated us a shotgun, and people may not know that Mossberg is the company that makes the Duck Dynasty line of guns.
Yes, uh-huh.
Well, we talked to those folks yesterday down in West Monroe, and the Duck Dynasty guys are gracious enough. We're going to send this Mossberg shotgun that we got donated down to West Monroe. They're going to sign it, and then they're going to send it back to us, and we're going to auction that off on stage Sunday.
Wow.
At the weigh-in.
Now, who is they? I mean, you're going to get as many as you...
We're going to have all of the Duck Dynasty crew is going to sign the gun.
Wow. Okay. I mean, what would you like for this to go for?
About $5,000.
Yeah. So you folks hear that? That's going to be at the weigh-ins. During the weigh-ins, before sometime. You're going to have the Mossberg. It's a 12-gauge shotgun, right? Camo.
Camo. It's a Model 500.
Ooh.
The auctions are probably going to start, and they are open to the public also. We've got a lot of great auctions.
I know it. Yeah.
They'll start around probably 2:45 to 3 o'clock. We'll start the live auction.
Okay. So you folks listen. That's May the 25th, the 42nd annual St. Jude Bass Classic, Engineers Point at St. Jude at Sardis Lake. So not only the day before from 10 to 4 are you going to have the folks from Swamp People, you're going to have them at Performance Marine there in Batesville, and that's
in Sardis.
In Sardis, and it's pretty easy to find. They're going to be there from 10 to 4, and then Sunday is part of the weigh-in ceremonies right before the weigh-in start or something like that.
Right before we start getting everybody weighed in, there's a little downtime there, so that's when we're going to hold the auction.
Wow. For a Mossberg 500 Mossberg 500 shotgun camo with all the Duck Dynasty folks autographed is going to be auctioned off. Wow. That's part of it and everything. And now I know it's the early bird is past, but you can still sign up to participate, right, Rick?
Certainly can. You can sign up actually till the morning of the tournament. We will accept applications on the ramp. The only drawback there is you have to pay in cash.
You got to pay in cash.
Fee that morning is $275, but up till Friday, May the 23rd, entry fee is $250. But on Saturday and Sunday, the entry fee goes to $275.
Okay, folks, and this is all for St. Jude. You guys have raised over $3 million, right?
$3 million. And as I just looked on the computer before you and I got on the phone, we haven't even held the tournament yet. We hadn't even had the auctions. We've already got $139,000 in the house.
Wow. Isn't that something,
That's
folks?
great.
That's wonderful. Great. That's the 42nd Annual St. Jude Bass Classic. And so how do they sign up?
They can, there's applications at local Walmarts, Bass Pro, Sportsman's Warehouse. But if they can't find one there, they can certainly call me, and my number is 901-412-7683. I can get them an app, or I can take an app over the phone.
There you go. Rick Lesley, thank you, buddy, and this is great news. And, folks, thank you for being on with us this morning. Have a great day, okay?
You too, Larry. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Rick Lesley.
Bye-bye.
Wow, okay. Good job, Rick. All right, we're going to give away this $10 gift certificate to El Toro Tacos in Millington right now at 274-7979. If you have not won anything today, 274-7979. This is a $10 gift certificate to El Toro Tacos in Millington. And if you don't want it, I'll take it, okay? 274-7979. We still have the Cottonwoods Outdoor Camo Weather Shield Accessory Bag. Wow, I can't believe it. And the HS Strut Quick Strike Pack and a Realtree Double Bearded Slate Call Pouch. We still have that. And also we have the DU Cap Visor and the DU DVD to give away. 274-7979. All right, let them up here. Come on, we're closing out here. We got about 5 minutes. You want to win something here? Here's your chance. 274-79. Get up. Get on the phone. All right, all you folks are still kind of lazy out there and everything. All right, let's get some. Go ahead. Who we got on the line here? Good morning. Who's on the line?
Jim Lindsay.
Hey, Jim, what would you like to win? You want that gift certificate? You want the let's see, we got the DU package. We got the Cottonwoods outdoor package and the $10 El Toro tacos package.
I'll take the Cottonwood.
All right, buddy, we'll do it. Jim Lindsay, you have got the Cottonwoods package. Got it for you. Thank you, Jim.
Thanks,
right.
sir.
Hold on, all right?
All right.
All right, anybody else? Let's see. We got more. They're all lit up now. Punch one for me. Good morning. You're on Outdoors with Larry Rea. What's your name?
Shelby Simmons.
Hey, Shelby, how you doing? Wouldn't you like that El Toro taco thing?
Oh, no, sir.
All right, you want the DU cap? That's all I got left, and the visor and all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Shelby, we got you for you, girl. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Shelby Simmons. All right, thank you.
Hold on.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. All right.
All right.
All right. We got one more. Oh, we lost that one. All right. I love to give away things. Okay. All right.
We did good.
We did real good. All right. Thank you, Gene Smith, for taking care of me this morning and everything. Let me tell you about next week's show. Of course, Ron Wong and Brian Brasher will be in the studio with us. We're going to be talking to James Hall. He's the Bassmaster magazine editor. We're going to talk about the magazine's third annual ranking of America's best bass fishing fisheries. You're going to be surprised which is number one, okay? We're also going to talk to John Charles Wilson. He's the president of the Agri Center International about their spring youth fishing rodeo on May 17th at Ketchum Lake. And also they got some summer camps coming up, don't they?
Yes, sir.
Gene?
Shelby Farm got summer camps, and also Shelby Forest has summer camps. So just check into them. A lot of activities, and I don't know what they cost, but you can call them and find out.
All right. We got to get out of here. This is Larry Rea. Remind you to do each and every week. Doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And God bless the USA.
And it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Rea. Make some time, take the...
For years, you've heard me talking about my love affair with Gaston's White River Resort near Lakeview, Arkansas. Hello, I'm Larry Rea, and in my opinion, there's no better time to visit Gaston's than in the spring. Gaston's in the spring is all about beauty. Spring offers some of the White River's best fishing opportunities to catch lunker rainbows or pole-bending browns. There's beauty in the air when a rainbow or brown takes flight with hook and mouth. Gaston's offers more than 2 miles of river frontage. The beautiful scenery along the White River is a photographer's and nature lover's dream come true. But there's more. At Gaston's, enjoying the great outdoors does not mean roughing it. Its beautiful cottages are first class, comfortable, and spotlessly clean. Some even have large redwood decks. And of course, there's the beauty of the resort's restaurant, famous not only for its food, but its location perched over the White River. As resort owner Jim Gaston likes to say, at Gaston's, it costs no more to go first class. To take my advice, make a memory, go to Gastons.com or call them at 870-431-5202. Tell them Larry Rea sent you.
Summer is coming, and that means it's time to prepare for a summer of fishing, hiking, camping, and playing in the outdoors. If you're looking for a great way to get the family together outside, the free Fly Fishing 101 class from Orvis in the Laurelwood Shopping Center is the perfect place to start. From rod rigging to casting instruction, we're ready to help you prepare for your best season ever. And with the store full of the best rods, tackle, and clothing on the market, you're sure to find new gear for a summer of sport. Orvis is located in the Laurelwood Shopping Center at 4556 Poplar Avenue in Memphis. Please visit the website at www.orvis.com for more information on our store, driving directions, and for information on Fly Fishing 101 classes. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday noon to 6. Call 901-767-3592 for more information. That's 901-767-3592. Or visit Orvis.com.
This is WMC Memphis. WMFS HD2 Bartlett, Memphis. Check out 92.9 FM or 680 AM for the biggest local sports shows like The Chris Vernon Show. Weekdays, 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. This is the Memphis Sports.
The views and opinions of the hosts or guests of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the management or staff of Intercom Memphis.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me. Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning. Welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Rea on CBS Sports 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Barton Power Sports, and Orvis in the Laurelwood Shopping Center. Now here's your host, Larry Rea.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Rea. And this is Open Mic Saturday, the first Saturday of the month. And no matter what Dennis Fuller just said right there, we are ESPN Sports now. And but we are what we are. Gene Smith in with us this morning. And long distance.
Your brother Daryl's on the road again.
In Georgia. Our good friend Dave Gabbard. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning. Are y'all having an identity crisis this morning?
Yeah, we are. We're Ben Hogan's show producer. He's putting us all together here. We're getting things organized here. You know?
I told Ben when I called, when he answered the phone, I said, make sure they're awake.
Well, we know Ben's awake now. That's for sure. I mean, we're rolling with him. So, hey, Dave's in Georgia. Gene's in the studio with me. Ben's pushing all the buttons in there, trying to find them all out. This is Larry Rea reminding you that you are listening to Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790 on this May 3rd of 2014.
Yeah, it is May, isn't it?
It is May, and this is back in the saddle here on Open Mic Saturday. So this is when you got to remember those numbers, 274-7979, 274-7979, as my wife tells me to say a little bit slower, 1-800-759-6279. We want to kick in Dave because he is on the road in Georgia visiting his son. Where are you?
I'm down in Athens. I came down. This is time of the year, my grandson's birthday, so we always come down to celebrate it. And
yes,
I kind of get an added benefit because this is also when the Georgia State Trap Shooting Championships are being shot. So I get to slip off a couple of days and compete in that.
Well, what kind of traps do you shoot? Do you shoot at raccoon traps, or do you shoot at?
I'm kind of like my brother Daryl. We're big into the rat trap.
Rat traps, right? Well, I like rattle traps myself.
Yeah. You know, they're not just for breakfast anymore.
No,
That's true. That's
true. We've got a busy show this morning. Wanted to kick in with Dave, and then we're going to let Dave roll on out of here because he's going to come back in somewhere around.
I'm going to be like a bad dream. I'm just going to keep
coming back.
Coming back.
We're going to have a report at 6:30 on today's show, somewhere around there, a TWRA report from Dave Gabbard will tell us what's going on in the TWRA. And then at the top of the hour, we're going to try to hook up with Daryl Ratajczak. He's the TWRA Forestry and Wildlife Director. And then our own commissioner right here from the member of the Tennessee Fish and Game. Is that wildlife or is it Fish and Wildlife? I forget. Fish and Game.
Fish and Wildlife.
Yeah, I get them.
Tennessee Fish and Wildlife Commission.
I got to remember that, and that's what Cox is always telling me. It's hard to change old habits and everything.
Yeah.
And bring back Dave because we're going to talk TWRA, and you can, if you've got questions for Dave, questions for us, I know some of you may have some questions later on for Daryl or Bill Cox. It's 274-7979. So, Dave, we'll shout back at you around 6:30 or so, buddy. And so grab you a cup of coffee. We'll talk back with you, okay?
Okay, well, y'all just keep it rolling. This is live radio.
This is live radio. That's right. Thanks, Dave.
Okay.
All right. Dave Gabbard down in Georgia visiting with his grandson and on their birthday, and so we appreciate that. Appreciate Gene Smith sitting in with me. We've got lots of prizes. We're going to keep Ben Hogan busy with prizes today.
He's going to be tested today.
Yeah, he hasn't had a test in a while. He's already been tested.
Yeah.
I mean, you just don't know what mechanical things have to be done to get this show on the air.
I'm telling you.
It's not as easy as
he looked like an octopus in there pushing all them buttons.
Is that what it looked like?
Yeah.
Well, I know everybody. We're talking outdoors, but it's hard not to mention when you start the morning knowing that Zebo's not going to be in the starting lineup tonight. I mean, it just I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it tonight. And you may have some comments on that.
You wouldn't think basketball would be a contact sport, but it is.
It is a contact sport, but I don't know about that contact. We'll for Game 7 tonight, but right here that you can hear it on 680 and 92.9 tonight. The Grizz go without not only Zebo, but a hobbling Mike Conley. And so, wow, this is Game 7 is something else. Got lots of prizes today. Gene, you got your prize list over there.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to give away something right now. We're going to start.
All right.
For you early risers, 274-7979 is the number, 274-7979. And I need somebody that's kind of a big person. Don't mind it mentioned because my good friends at Radians has given us to give away one of their new Radwear reflective, waterproof, and high visibility technology jacket and bibs.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, this is a storm jacket. It's a pants. It's an XL. It's a good size. So if you're calling in now and you're just going to try to, and you're a little fella or you're you might get a 2X in this, but it's really a huge, nice thing. And it's the Radwear. That's the good friends from Radiance. 274-7979. I'm blowing my mind. All the lights are lit up at this early in the morning. So everybody knows that we've had a lot of rain here. Huh?
They've been waiting.
They've been waiting. They've been waiting. That's
with
right.
Bated breath.
What kind of breath?
Bated breath.
274-7979. This is about $150 to $200 jacket and bibs from our good friends at Radiance. And so if you want to win this thing, this is probably the best prize we got today. So if you're up early, here's your chance to go. All right, Ben, pick one of them out of there. Hey, good morning. You're on Outdoors with Larry Rea. Would you like to win some a jacket and some bibs?
Man, I'd love them, Larry.
You think you could fit in them?
I guarantee you a 2X would fit me perfect.
All right, it's big. It's big. Okay, who we got on the line?
Philip Stokes.
Hey, Philip, how you doing, buddy?
All right.
I bet you've been waiting for us to get back on here, hadn't you?
Man, I have. Missed you.
We missed talking to all you guys and everything. All right, Philip, we're going to put you on hold. Ben will take all the information. All the prizes will be ready after lunch on Monday. Okay, Philip?
Sounds good,
Thanks
Larry.
for listening. Put you on hold right now. All right?
All right.
All right. Philip Stokes, one of our listeners out there. We appreciate Philip listening. And we have a lot of prizes here we're going to be giving away. And, Gene, turkey season, we got actually about 8 days left. I know a lot of you folks are heading out to the woods this morning. Next weekend's the last weekend. It's just hard to believe. But I've got going to be giving away today a turkey hunting prize package from our good friends at HS Strut. They got a quick strike pack. We got a Sure Shot single reed diaphragm turkey call. And we got a Nightingale call conditioning tool. Going to be giving those away. Man, I love to give away stuff here.
My nephew's already got 3 turkeys already.
3 turkeys?
3 turkeys. He's complaining because he has to do all the work after the hunt, the cleaning and all that.
Were they on sale at Target? I mean,
no.
at
Piggly Wiggly, yeah.
Piggly Wiggly? Wow. Well, I haven't gotten one, so that everybody can pretty well know that. But hey, we're going to be talking today's show on Sports 790. ESPN Sports. We're going to come in, go talk with Ron Branaman. He's general manager at White River, Gastons White River Resort. Going to come in and talk to Joe Wilson. He's a store manager at the Orvis store in Laurelwood Shopping Center. They've got a big event going on today over at the store. And then at the top of the hour, there's a lot of conversation about the buck limit for Tennessee. Well, what's going to be 3, what's going to be 2, whatever. It's been 3. Well, the commission decided on 3, but there was a little bit of confusion and controversy about that. So at the top of the hour, we're going to talk to Daryl Ratajczak, TWRA Forestry and Wildlife Director. And then we're going to talk to Bill Cox. He's a member of the Tennessee Fish and Wildlife Commission. And then in the last segment, Rick Lesley, co-director for the 42nd Annual St. Jude Bass Classic. We got a major announcement on today's show. We're going to break it today on today's show in the very last segment, so you're going to need to be sitting around and doing that. And, you know, Gene, I've talked to a lot of folks. Hunting season winding down here, and I know that there's a hunter education class at the range.
Right, yeah, on 3200 block of Brothers Boulevard.
Yep.
Now, everything's on computer now, so if you want to go find a class or even register for a class, you have to get on the internet.
You got to get on the internet.
Yeah, there's no paperwork anymore, which is helpful when we can get started without having to fill out applications.
So you can go to tnwildlife.org and get that. So let's give away something else. That's all this first segment's going to be about. 274-7979. I have some Ruger leather Lycra gloves and Ruger shooting gloves that are lined deerskin. These are nice gloves from our good friends at Ruger. A Ruger leather Lycra gloves and a Ruger shooting gloves with lined deerskin. 274-7979. I've got some Smith & Wesson gloves to give away, okay? I've got a Radiance Terminator Premium Compact Folding Earmuff Camo koozie with it. 274-797 if you want some hearing muffs. And then I have the turkey hunting package. 274-7979. Does anybody want to win anything? All you got to call is 274-7979. Answer that, Ben. Who we got on the line here?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Who's on the line?
Phil Robbins.
Pardon?
Phil Robbins.
Oh, I thought you said Phil Robertson. Okay, I was getting nervous there that maybe the duck man was calling in here or something. Anything. Hey, Phil, how you doing this morning?
Doing fine. Good morning.
All right, good morning. What would you like? Want some gloves? You want that turkey hunting package? Want some hearing muffs? What would you like this morning? I'm in a giving mood. Pardon?
I would like to try the hearing muffs.
The hearing muffs. We'll do it for you, buddy. These are the new Radiance Terminator Compact Folding Hearing Muffs. And we're going to put you down and put you on hold, and Ben Holt will get you information. Thank you, Phil. All right, buddy?
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Sure.
All right, we got Phil. We got Philip and Phil. Today is Let's Do Phil. All right, we got lines still going. We're going to keep this thing going. We're going to wear Ben Hogan out just to get him ready to go. Hit another one, Ben. Hey, good morning. You're on Outdoors with Larry Rea. What's your name?
John.
Hey, John. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Larry. How about yourself?
I am doing wonderful. What would you like to win today?
Well, I think I'll take that turkey package.
You want that turkey package? All right, John. What's your last name?
Oh, H-O-U-T-K.
Yeah, John, you're a listener. I know you. That's right. Well, we appreciate it. What you're going to get, John, is the HS Strut Strike Pack.
All right.
A single reed diaphragm turkey call from our good friends at Sure Shot, and a Nightingale call conditioning tool. How about that?
Man, that sounds great, Larry.
Well,
appreciate it.
You got it, John. You keep listening to Outdoors with Larry Rea, okay?
All right. Do I need to wait for Ben?
Yeah, just wait for Ben, and Ben will take care of you. Thank you, buddy.
All right. Thank you.
I love giving away things.
Oh yeah.
I love just giving away things. And I think there's one here. Hey, good morning. You're on Outdoors with Larry Rea. What's your name? Good morning. How you doing? Who's on the line? Well, I guess we just didn't get that one. So
he went to get him some coffee.
He went to get some coffee. He lost a prize.
Right.
This is the prize.
You got to pay attention.
We got Ben laughing in there, so that's good. Maybe we gave Ben something there. All right. Okay, we're going to take a first break after Ben does this, and we're going to come back and get some fishing reports from our good friend Ron Branaman up at Gastons White River Resort. He got some more prizes to give away on Outdoors with Larry Rea. We've got what do you got? You got a restaurant there, don't you have?
Oh, yeah, El Toro Taco in Millington. I can't ever go by there without having to eat lunch there. It's right in front of Kroger on 51 Highway North.
And they got a $10 gift certificate.
$10 gift certificate. You can eat a lot on $10.
You can there. So, all right. Well, we're going to give that away. All right, Ben, let's take a first break of the morning on Outdoors with Larry Rea, and we'll be right back. I love it.
What kind of legacy will we leave when our days upon this earth are gone? Some of my fondest memories growing up were the times my dad took me hunting or fishing. Spending time with him outdoors was magic. I'm Don King for your Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, inviting you to enjoy a Tennessee outdoor adventure. Share the experience with someone you love. Whether your passion is hunting, fishing, boating, or wildlife viewing, our state has it all. Visit our website at tnwildlife.org or download our new app for your smartphone or tablet by searching TWRA on the go, and let the legacy of your outdoor adventure begin. Our legacy.
Power. Let that word sink in for a minute. You crave power. You need power. And at Barton Power Sports, we put all that power right in your hands. Barton Power Sports of Arkansas combines the power of 7 brands from 2 locations into one single company, whose sole mission is to make sure you have the ultimate power sports experience. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki, Victory, and Argo. Each line standing on its own, but backed by the Barton Power Sports commitment to excellent service before, during, and after the sale. Barton Power Sports is open 6 days a week to accommodate your schedule. No hidden dock fees. What you see is what you get. Your deal, done your way. Now that's power. Barton Power Sports, with locations in Jonesboro and West Memphis. Go to bartonpowersports.com. The power of play.
This is Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790 AM. Now back to Outdoors with Larry Rea on CBS Sports 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Barton Power Sports, and Orvis in the Laurelwood Shopping Center.
All right, welcome back. Ben Hogan is he loves open mic Saturdays.
Man, he likes it.
Oh, it's the highlight of his career down here.
Better than going to the gym.
Yeah, or the doctor. That's
yeah, of course.
Hey, we got Ron Branaman on the line from Gaston's White River Resort. You know, guys up there, you know that's my favorite place to go on the White River up there, and one of our sponsors, and a lot of things going on. Finally getting good weather. Good morning, Ron.
Good morning.
What's it about? 48 degrees.
A nice weekend going on. The wind's not blowing too strong, and there's no rain, and supposed to get in the upper 60s. I think we're kind of looking forward to today.
Yeah, I think we've had enough rain and storms.
We've had enough weather to get through till next winter.
that's for sure. And so, in fact, I've heard we may be in the 80s the early part of next week.
That's what we've been hearing, and. Fishing's good. The water conditions have been great. That's the main thing. And
yeah, what's the generation? Because everybody's been concerned about Bull Shoals Lake and what's all the rain we've had.
We're actually in really good shape. Of course, the only thing that controls us is the dam. But
yeah,
they've been running about 2 to 3 generators almost around the clock, which is great floating water, great water to throw artificials, and you can drag flies just as well. And then here lately, the last 4 or 5 days in the afternoon, they've been shutting the water down to minimum flow, which gives us about 6 or 8 inches of water all the time, and we're kind of enjoying this. And I think the lake's just right at power pool right now, so it's not too high. It's just that power pool, so it's in excellent shape.
And, now we're in May. It's hard to believe, Ron, that we're in May already, and May is not a bad month to be on there because I know all the dogwoods are blooming. All the nature trails and all the other, there's not just fishing when you get up there, right?
True. We got a couple of really nice nature trails, and everything's blooming right now. The redbuds and everything are out. Everything's getting real green quick because of the amount of moisture, I guess, we had in the ground and everything. And we're nice and green, and the birds are running around. I've been seeing quite a few butterflies, and it's just that time of year. It's a great time of year to be outside, and the fishing's excellent. Fishing's getting good up on the lake too, and the river fishing always stays pretty good. And we're having some nice brown trout caught in the 3 to 5 pound class. And
good.
I told you last time about 2 weeks ago we had a 17.6 caught, and it was released. So they're still catching some big browns this time of year. And
wow, that's a good sized fish. So what's the primary bait? What are we using up there primarily?
Well, right now, if you're trying to catch a big fish, they're using a lot of Countdown Rapalas, and number 7 Gold has been real good. They're using a lot of Rogues, something with an orange belly, about a 5.5-inch bait. They're catching some nice fish on 1/8-ounce jigs and black and white. And as far as the fly fishing go, it's been mostly San Juan worms, egg patterns, and a green midge.
A green midge, and I know
midge. Yep.
A lot of our fly fishermen are always checking that information. You can go to Gaston's website to find out about that at Gastons.com, right?
The website is www.gastons.com. Our email address is gastons@gastons.com, and phone number is 870-431-5202, and it's a great time to be out. I hope everybody enjoys the weekend.
Well, you also can go to lroutdoors.com and my website and click on that. And I know I just found out that for you folks that like to kayak, up at the Bull Shoals White River State Park, which is right up the road from you guys, they're getting ready to have a kayak workshop.
Right, they have. They're just a mile and a half up above us, and they do a lot of that on the river, and we're getting to see more and more of that.
And not only that, but guess where they have to go to meet to start it? The Gastons Visitor Center.
There you go.
And that is, if you're up there and you haven't had a chance to see the Gastons Visitor Center, I can't think who my mind's blank right now on who it's named after. But
I hear you.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But hey, this is a great thing for you people who like to kayak or anything. And that's May the 31st at the Bull Shoals White River State Park. You can stay at Gastons Resort right down the road right there. You can go up to the Visitor Center, check it all out. I think it's a pretty cool thing to do. Ron, thank you, buddy. Tell everybody hello for us, and we'll talk to you next month, okay?
We appreciate it. Y'all come see us.
All right. Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
All right. Ron Branaman. He's the general manager over at Gastons White River Resort right out of Lakeview, Arkansas, about a 5-hour drive across the state of Arkansas through some beautiful, beautiful country. And again, that kayak course, which the state parks sent me the information, which you've got posted on my website, is Saturday, May the 31st from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Bull Shoals White River State Park to learn the basics of kayaking. And it's pretty cool. There's a $30 fee for this program. You must be 13 years old or older. If under 18, must have a parent or guardian sign. But this is a pretty good deal. The kayaking workshop at Bull Shoals White River State Park. And before we go much further, I want to thank not only Gene and Dave and all the other fellows and Ben Hogan and everything, but we were privileged at the Tennessee Outdoor Writers Association Conference to win first and second place in the radio broadcast show category, and we appreciate that. I think that's 7 years in a row to win that.
That's great.
So
That's
that
great.
it was had a wonderful time at Dale Hollow Lake at Sunset Marina. What a beautiful place. Dale Hollow Lake, known for the smallmouth bass record. If you're looking for a place to go, it's just about an hour from where Sergeant York was born. You can go over to Pall Mall, Tennessee, and see his home site. It's there, it's restored. You can see the grist mill where he and his family put their business together after World War I, when he made all of his history, and he talked to some folks. 3 of his children are still living, including one who is 94.
Wow.
And just retired a couple of years ago as the park ranger for that. Because that
Really?
is a state park at Pall Mall, Tennessee. And it's right up 111 to Byrdstown and across and get over to Pall Mall, Tennessee, and it's just like stepping back into time, just like you're watching that Gary Cooper movie with his career, and you're going to the Three Forks of the Wolf River. Now, they have their Wolf River over there. Looks a little bit different than ours.
Right.
But and see the country and see the bottomland that he was always wanting. If you've watched that movie and I'm a history nut when it comes to things like that, and stand on the ground where Sergeant York lived, and that's in Pall Mall. But anyway, a great time over there. It's north of Cookeville. It's about 6 hours from here. But the good folks at Byrdstown really took care of us, and we are happy to report that we won first and second, and don't want to toot my horn. Let's give away something right now.
All right.
What we got here? Let's see. 274-7979. 274-7979. If Pete is listening this morning, Pete, I've got a prize for you now. You told me you were going to be listening this morning, and so the first Pete that calls in is going to win a prize, okay? All right, so we're going to give Pete a prize, not PETA, but we're going to give Pete. If you're out there, Pete, I've got some nice things for you, okay? All right? And then 27479, I'd like to give away, if Pete is listening, I'm going to give Pete the El Toro taco place, okay?
There you go.
Pete, if you're listening right now, you're going to get that, all right? You're going to get the gift certificate to El Toro. But I'd like to give away these Ruger gloves, folks. These are really nice gloves. They're about $75 each. They're lined with deer skin. This is pretty cool. All right. So let's see. Ben, check and see if we got a Pete on the line on one of those. All right.
Uh-oh. We lost somebody.
Good morning. How you doing?
Morning, Larry.
How you doing? Who we got on the line here?
Jay Cornell.
Hey, man. How you doing, Jay?
Doing good. How are you?
All right. What would you like to win besides? I can't give you that El Toro. I got some gloves. I got some Johnny Stewart Predator stuff. I got some field wipes. I got some Cottonwood Outdoors accessory bag with a whole bunch of turkey hunting stuff. I got a long leaf camo cap with a strike pack and a redhead accessory Tech Lock bag. I've got a DU cap visor and a DVD. What would you like to win today? I'm in a giving mood, Jay.
Hey, I'll take the gloves, Larry.
You all right? Which one? You want the Ruger leather gloves or do you want those deer skin gloves? Which one would you like to have?
Give me the deerskin gloves.
I'm going to give you the deerskin gloves, Jay. You have got them. You've got the Ruger shooting gloves, okay? And Ben will get the information from you, okay, buddy?
All right, thank you, Larry.
Thank you. All right, Ben. Another one of our faithful listeners. I love to hear from you folks out there talking about that. All right, 274-7979. 274-7979. I got more things to give away. I'm in a giving mood.
There you go.
What would you like to give away?
Let's see. What about the long leaf camo HS Strut Quick Strike?
Oh, that is
redhead accessory.
Oh, that is nice.
Bag.
You got to be able to say it though.
I'm
telling
you.
So this is a long leaf camo cap. You haven't seen the new long leaf camo pattern. It is wonderful. You got the HS Strut Quick Strike Pack and the redhead accessory Tech Lock bag. Okay. Somebody want to win that?
Come on, Billy. Call him, Billy.
Yeah. Punch another one, Ben. Giving Ben away. Good morning. Hey, who we got on the line this morning?
Brad.
Hey, Brad. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good.
Would you like to win that long leaf camo cap and the strike and the quick strike pack and that redhead accessory bag?
Yes, sir.
You got it, Brad. Where are you calling from, Brad? I forget.
Cordova.
Cordova, way out there in Cordova. Well, it's not. Is the sun up yet?
It is.
It's good. Okay, we're kind of in a cave here. We don't really know, so it's a nice, beautiful morning, isn't it?
It is.
All right,
It'll be a
Brad.
great day.
We'll put you down. Ben will take care of you, and all these prizes will be available after lunch on Monday down here at the station. Okay, Brad?
All right. Thank you.
Thank
sir.
you for listening to us. Okay. Have
Yes,
a great day. All right. Oh, we're just rolling here. All right.
Rolling.
We're rolling. And so we got some more to give away. I still got that Johnny Stewart. If you're a predator hunter, Johnny Stewart has sent us one of the new cottontail rabbit distress calls. It's got a windicator so you can tell which wind the way the wind's blowing, and then it's got some field wipes with it from Centaway. Pretty nice thing on that too. So I know you folks are just begging to get some of that and everything. So we're going to do that once we get cranked up here on today's show. But I know it's going to be a beautiful day, beautiful weekend. Let's take a break, Ben. Give Ben a rest. All right, he needs a rest. He's still got his Grizzly cap on, but it looks like it's gotten kind of crooked in there a little bit. He's been taking so many calls. All right, we'll take a break on Outdoors with Larry Rea. Be right back and hook up with Dave Gabbard again if we can talk to old Dave down in Georgia on his mind.
For years, you've heard me talking about my love affair with Gastons White River Resort near Lakeview, Arkansas. Hello, I'm Larry Rea, and in my opinion, there's no better time to visit Gastons than in the spring. Gastons in the spring is all about beauty. Spring offers some of the White River's best fishing opportunities to catch lunker rainbows or pole-bending browns. There's beauty in the air when a rainbow or brown takes flight with hook and mouth. Gastons offers more than 2 miles of river frontage. The beautiful scenery along the White River is a photographer's and nature lover's dream come true. But there's more. At Gastons, enjoying the great outdoors does not mean roughing it. Its beautiful cottages are first class, comfortable, and spotlessly clean. Some even have large redwood decks. And of course, there's the beauty of the resort's restaurant, famous not only for its food, but its location perched over the White River. As resort owner Jim Gaston likes to say, at Gaston's, it costs no more to go first class. To take my advice, make a memory, go to Gastons.com or call them at 870-431-5202. Tell them Larry Rea sent you.
Summer is coming, and that means it's time to prepare for a summer of fishing, hiking, camping, and playing in the outdoors. If you're looking for a great way to get the family together outside, the free Fly Fishing 101 class from Orvis in the Laurelwood Shopping Center is the perfect place to start. From rod rigging to casting instruction, we're ready to help you prepare for your best season ever. And with a store full of the best rods, tackle, and clothing on the market, you're sure to find new gear for a summer of sport. Orvis is located in the Laurelwood Shopping Center at 4556 Poplar Avenue in Memphis. Please visit the website at www.orvis.com for more information on our store, driving directions, and for information on Fly Fishing 101 classes. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday noon to 6. Call 901-767-3592 for more information. That's 901-767-3592. Or visit orvis.com.
This is Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790 AM. Now back to Outdoors with Larry Rea on CBS Sports 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gastons White River Resort, Barton Power Sports, and Orvis in the Laurelwood Shopping Center.
Oh, I love that music. If that doesn't wake you up, nothing will on this Saturday morning while we've done breezed through the first two segments. Dave Gabbard back on the line with us right now from Georgia. And Dave, I know that a lot of things going on in the TWRA. I know that they just certified a couple of new fishing state records, including the first one ever for a Alabama bass. And then also the commission met last week and kind of gave us a little preview of what happened and what we might talk about at the top of the hour with Daryl and Bill.
Okay, well, I'm not going to steal Daryl's thunder at the top of the hour, but the commission met last week, and this is the April meeting is the meeting where the agency will present to the commission any changes that for the upcoming hunting seasons, because next month in May is when the Tennessee Fish and Wildlife Commission, notice that?
Yes, I noticed that, yeah.
Will meet and set, this year's hunting seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And so Daryl and his staff, after the long process of, that started back after the first of the year where we asked for public comment for any changes, and, people will send in stuff to the regional offices, and then we look at all that stuff, and then we meet on the regional level on that and any changes that the region guys might like to see. And then that's all taken to Nashville to the director's staff, where Daryl and his staff sitting in there, and they have a big, meeting where they hash all that out and decide what to bring out. And not everything, makes it, but to bring out and present to the commission during the April meeting, and then we put that out for a 30-day public comment. So I'm pretty sure everything, that people can go to our website, tnwildlife.org, and it's probably on there.
Yes, it is.
And so they can see any changes that the agency is going to recommend. Other stuff going on, talking, our lands management guys are busy trying to get sunflower fields in for the, fall doves, for this year's dove season.
Mm-hmm.
The fisheries guys, they're just have cranked up for their electro fishing, their spring data, collection. Our law enforcement guys, I was in, when I went in the office the other day, they were having a boating under the influence training, all that going on. So, all the different divisions, there's a lot of stuff going on. Of course, my neck of the woods, we're fixing to be stuffing rodeo bags because, a month, from day is free fishing day with all the rodeos going on.
Yes, yes.
So, it's pretty busy, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks with all this stuff going on, we'll line up some guests and, we'll get some fish guys on there and see what kind of, what the data's showing.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll get, line up, major, Brian Thompson, with Memorial Day coming up at the end of the month, now that we're in May, one of the biggest boating weekends.
Yeah.
And we're trying to, lay all that stuff out. But, right now it's, we're in our last week, full week of the spring turkey season.
Yep.
It'll end next Sunday, the 11th. We're a week before the spring squirrel season starts.
That's one that I can't wait to start.
May the 10th through June. When I was growing up, we always called that the mulberry season.
Yeah, the mulberry season.
Yeah, if you knew where some mulberry trees were, the squirrels, especially the young squirrels, they'd be out feeding on mulberries. So, but that's one thing that I've noticed in the last month or so. If you want to go squirrel hunting, it's just there are squirrels everywhere.
There's squirrels everywhere, and of course you got elements you got to deal with. You got to be prepared. I've only been squirrel hunting in the spring one time. I'm sure the old timers hunted squirrels all year round, growing back up in the early 19th and 20th century, but.
They commonly did it because it fit into that big category they referred to as lunch.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, but I've seen so many squirrels, and I know, but that is an unusual season. I don't know if any of you listeners out there hunt squirrels in the spring. I'd like to hear from you sometime. 274-7979. If you do that, I might even give a prize to somebody that hunts in the spring squirrel season. But 1 month from today, which is really hard to believe, as we get into the free fishing and things like that will be the TWRA Mid-South Junior Fishing Rodeo on June the 7th. That may be 5 weeks from today. I can't remember. I think we've got 5 Saturdays.
Yeah, the 1st of June is on a Sunday.
Yes.
So it'll be the next week.
It'll be the next week, June the 7th, out at Johnson Road Lake, and we're going to talk a lot about that as we get closer to it and everything. But I will announce on today's show that Mr. Jackie Welch and his daughter Dania, former wildlife commissioner, they have agreed again to give away a lifetime hunting and fishing license to one of the Tennessee participants in that rodeo, which is a wonderful prize. And the only rodeo that I know of that gives away a prize like that, and the Welch family has been good enough to do that again. And also Mike Hayes up at Blue Bank Resort, he sent me an email back to put him down for 10 years that he'll give away a free fishing trip to the winner and the immediate family to the Blue Bank Resort for the grand champion. So, hey, man, it won't be long. Fishing rodeos cranking up, the things along that line. But and I know, Dave, you guys have stay busy just answering questions right now from different people and everything. So whether it's a wildlife officer in the field or you guys out in the field just doing education like Lance Ryder does, or whether it's doing the minister of propaganda stuff like you do, and things along that line. Everybody thinks the TWRA may take some breaks in the year.
And
there is no break.
There's pretty much stuff going on year-round, because it's...
Can people, I'm going to ask you this now. Some people ask me this. People can visit y'all's office, can't they? I mean,
well, our regional office at Lake Graham up there, we have an excellent office up there. We encourage people to stop by. They would come by and pick up, the many forms of literature we have there hanging on the wall, and we have a lot of mounted specimens, in the lobby and stuff. So.
Yeah, and tell them where you're located. You're at Lake Graham. Now,
we're Lake Graham in Jackson, just east of Jackson,
What's that exit there? There's one exit I go.
Well, it's a ballpark exit, isn't it?
That's exit 85 there.
85 is right.
Pringles Park is located, and once you would, if you were coming from Memphis, you'd get off on 85 and bear to your right and come on down. A couple of miles to the Parkway, and once you get to the Parkway intersection where Jackson State Community College is, you'll start picking up our sign.
Yes, yeah.
That will lead you out to the regional office, and it's on Lake Graham, one of our family fishing lakes, and
beautiful facility where you can catch fish and stop by the Region 1 office, and you don't have to stop by and give them complaints, but you might stop by if you just ask them a question or something like there's nice people.
And fishing is fixing to really kick off, and we've had kind of a cool type spring, so I encourage everybody, wear those PFDs when you're out there on the water, because that water, it may be 70 degrees air temperature, but that water is still, there's a phenomenon we call thermal lag in that water.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 10, 15 degrees cooler until we get into a lot of warm nights, warm winds, warm rain, and stuff like that to help mix that warmer water or warmer temperatures in that water.
Well, you can get one of the new fishing guides, and never in my wildest dreams I'd ever pick up a Tennessee fishing guide with an app with a iPhone on the cover, But that's where we are now. It's better than that ugly fish they had on there a couple of years ago, or whatever it might be. But I mean, we're talking about a magazine that's 48 pages, and I really like the last page on turtles. It's always one of my favorites. I mean, it tells you all about the turtles.
I just did a program on turtles at Shelby Farm.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Ninja Turtles? Or
them too.
Them too, and everything. But this, as Dave was telling, it's got all the information. All the fishing guides are out right now. We'll tell you about Free Fishing Day, tell you about all the region offices and things along that line. And, this is... he's even got some coupons in there, which is really good for me and everything. But Free Fishing Day, June the 7th, Free Fishing Day, which of course...
And that's what it means. It's free.
Yeah, it is free.
It's free.
Yeah, and our rodeo is free on June the 7th. So you can... we'll be having all the entry forms out for all those things as we get closer. Well, Dave, all right, buddy, take another break.
Okay, I'm going to go get me another cup of coffee. Y'all just keep on doing what you do best.
We do that. We'll take our next break in the morning, and we'll come right back on Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling.
Power. Let that word sink in for a minute. You crave power. You need power. And at Barton Power Sports, we put all that power right in your hands. Barton Power Sports of Arkansas combines the power of 7 brands from 2 locations into one single company, whose sole mission is to make sure you have the ultimate power sports experience. Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Suzuki, Victory, and Argo. Each line standing on its own, but backed by the Barton Power Sports commitment to excellent service before, during, and after the sale. Barton Power Sports is open 6 days a week to accommodate your schedule. No hidden dog fees. What you see is what you get. Your deal, done your way. Now that's power. Barton Power Sports, with locations in Jonesboro and West Memphis. Go to bartonpowersports.com. The power of play.
What kind of legacy will we leave when our days upon this earth are gone? Some of my fondest memories growing up were the times my dad took me hunting or fishing. Spending time with him outdoors was magic. I'm Don King for your Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, inviting you to enjoy a Tennessee outdoor adventure. Share the experience with someone you love. Whether your passion is hunting, fishing, boating, or wildlife viewing, our state has it all. Visit our website at tnwildlife.org or download our new app for your smartphone or tablet by searching TWRA on the go, and let the legacy of your outdoor adventure begin. Our legacy.
This is Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790 AM. Now back to Outdoors with Larry Rea on CBS Sports 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Barton Power Sports, and Orvis in the Laurelwood Shopping Center.
All right, good morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790, talking outdoors every Saturday morning in our 13th year on the air. 90 minutes, as I say, the fastest 90 minutes on outdoor radio programming. Been giving away prizes, taking your calls at 274-7979, and you might as well go ahead and get in line for those prizes at 274-7979, because we're going to give away some more during this segment, because we got quite a few prizes left. But there's a big event going on today with our good folks at the Orvis store in the Laurelwood Shopping Center, starting this morning at 10 a.m., going through right on through tonight, about 6 o'clock or everything. And we're going to talk right now to our good friend Joe Wilson. He is the manager of the Orvis store in the Laurelwood Shopping. Good morning, Joe.
Morning, Larry. How you doing?
I am doing great, buddy. Now, I know you got quite a bunch of things going on at the store today. Tell our listeners what's happening today at the Orvis store.
Well, I'm actually on the way up there right now to conduct our Fly Fishing 101 class.
All right. Yeah.
Takes place at 8 a.m. And then after that, we've got a bunch of visitors. We've got the Humane Society of Memphis coming by and going to dole out some information. And we also have our folks from our good friends from Prairie Wildlife down in West Point, Mississippi. They're going to be there. They're going to have a representative to talk about all the things that they offer.
Yeah, and that's the Prairie Wildlife, folks. If you haven't heard about them, as he said, in West Point, it's some of the finest sporting and family experience anywhere. I know that. I've checked. They have the Orvis Wing Shooting School and Fishing School down there, and it's a cool place. And they're going to be there from 10 to 3 today. And then, as he said, also and of course, Joe, I have to admit, I like food. Okay, you guys, you picked a pretty nice thing to help you with that. Tell them who's going to be having some food there.
Yeah, we're going to have the Grove Grill, which is actually one of our neighbors in Laurelwood.
That's right. Yeah,
they're going to be providing some food and some beverages. I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
towards the latter part of the evening.
Yeah, that's going to be from 4 to 6, and that's a chef owner, Jeffrey Dunham, and his wife Tracy. They're going to be serving small hors d'oeuvres prepared by the Grove from 4 to 6 today. And the Fly Fishing 101 and 201, I know that you started this back in April. You're kicking it off another session for May, Joe, and then you got some in June. Tell our listeners a little bit about that.
So we've got the 101 and 201 classes. The 101 is kind of our initiative to just let people know how easy and accessible fly fishing is. It's just a different technique. You can fly fish for bass. You can fly fish for trout over in Arkansas. You don't necessarily have to go to Montana or Wyoming to do some fly
right.
fishing. You can do it right in your own backyard.
Yeah. Okay. Now tell them what time everything starts today, and give them that address and where the store is located.
Yeah, we're kicking off the classes at 8. Our one-on-one classes go from 8 to 10. Our store hours are 10 to 7, and our address is 4556 Poplar Avenue in the Laurelwood Shopping Center.
Can't miss it. That's the Orvis store. Joe, thank you, buddy. Have a great day out there, and don't eat too much of those hors d'oeuvres, okay?
I'll try not to.
All right, buddy.
Take care, Larry.
Thank you. Joe Wilson, he's the store manager at Orvis, one of our show sponsors, and that's and the Prairie Wildlife folks. So that's a pretty cool place down at West Point, Mississippi. So that'll be at 10 o'clock this morning. So a beautiful day to get out, learn to fly fish, get ready for that, and just be out and about. Let's give away something now. 274-7979, 274-7979. And we have got some more of those gloves. We've got the Johnny Stewart Cotton-tailed Rabbit Distress. We have the, we've got the Cottonwoods Outdoors Camo Weather Shield Accessory Bag to give away. You got the DU Cap, 274-7979. And we're still waiting on Pete to call in, because I told Pete if he would call, he would win something. He never wins anything, he says, but I've heard that before. So maybe we'll get Pete on there right now. All right, let's pick one out, Ben. Good morning. You're on Outdoors with Larry Rea. What's your name?
Good morning, Larry. My name's Kim.
Hey, Kim, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I just want to let you know that I came to that wild game dinner with my husband. It was amazing. Well, I don't think I'll ever miss it. And that you mentioned my cousin, Sergeant York, from over in Pall Mall, Tennessee.
All right.
Really? Are you're relative? You've got Sergeant York? Really?
My maiden name is York, and I've been over there in that area all my life. It's a great place. Beautiful.
It is
You're right to tell people to visit there.
You need to visit there and just drive down through the highway right there, and it's like stepping back in time, but at the same time, there are so many nice folks there, and they are still trying to raise money to preserve the old York Institute, which I hope they don't have to tear it down, because there's so much history there and everything like that. But wow, well, that's something to be really. And they told me that 3 of the kids are still living, which blew my mind. That
they're a bunch of redheaded people. I
that's right.
Understand that they're all redheaded people.
Yeah, and said Andy, who is 94, I think now. It's pretty amazing. Well, Kim, what would you like to win? Want some shooting gloves? You want the accessory bag? What would you like to win?
Well, I was kind of waiting on any girl stuff that you might have. But
well, I'll tell you what. I will find you some girl stuff out of my vault of treasured stuff.
We got them.
I got it for you, and I will. You will get a prize that you'll really like, and I'll just leave it in your name here. Okay?
All right. Well, I appreciate
I won't tell you what it is, but it'll be waiting on you Monday. Okay?
Well, I love a surprise.
Okay, Kim. Thank you, girl. Have a great day. All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
You too.
All right. We'll give Kim. I'll find something for Kim. How about that? 274-7979. Just get Kim's information there. And I still got somebody else want to win something. 274-7979. I mean, that's another. We'll let you win something. All the lights are lit up again, you know.
All right, while we're waiting, we got a Hunter Ed Challenge June the 14th in Oakland, Tennessee.
June the 4th, and we're going to have Johnny McFarland on to talk about that before the event.
I hope so. Yeah, we're going to go to midsouthquailforever.org and sign up right there.
Yeah.
Get all your information. Of course, you said Johnny will be on probably, next week?
Next week or so, yes. We will have Johnny on and give all the information about that. All right,
it's
Ben.
all free.
All right, Ben, let's pick us another one there. Hey, good Saturday morning. Who we got on the air with us?
Hey, this is Joe Simmons.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
How you doing, Joe Simmons? We know you. Yeah. How's Shelby doing?
She's doing great.
What's she going to be doing this summer? She going to be shooting any shotguns this summer?
Yeah, she got back from the college nationals in San Antonio about a month ago.
Yeah.
She was a little off her game, but she's getting back on top again.
That's okay. She got the experience, didn't she? Yeah.
She sure did.
Well, she needs some of these shooting gloves. They are they're wonderful shooting gloves and everything. I'm gonna get her a nice pair of shooting gloves and throw something else in there for her too. Okay.
That'd be great. She wore a hole in her trigger finger. On her
Oh
other
man,
glove.
does she want Ruger or she wants Smith & Wesson?
Oh, it doesn't matter whichever ones you got.
All right, we'll get them for you.
Fine.
We'll get them for you, Joe, and get Joe's information here, Ben, and Joe. They'll be ready after lunch on Monday. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. All right.
Bye-bye.
Joe Simmons and his daughter Shelby Simmons.
I just talked to him the other day. I forgot to tell him about the show being live. I don't know.
He was ready for it, wasn't he?
Yes, he
was ready for it. All right, we got somebody else. Let's see. We got another one on there. Let's see. I can pick that one up. Let's see. Hey, good Saturday morning. How you doing? Who's there?
Good morning, Larry. This is Rodney Ward.
Hey, Rodney. How you doing, Rodney? Good to hear your voice. You doing okay?
Doing great, sir. Got 2 limits of crappie yesterday and day before at Herb Parsons.
Woo!
They're fighting good.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, are you going to fish today, or are you just going to take the rest today after all that?
I'm going back. I ain't missing it.
You're going back. Well, what would you like? How about that accessory bag? What do you want?
How about that Predator pack? I want to sound like a rabbit.
All right, buddy. We got you for it. Rodney Ward, you getting that Predator pack, and we'll have it all set up for you. Okay, Rodney?
All right, sir.
Thank you. Have a great day. All right. Thank you. All right. Rodney Ward. Okay. All right. We're doing good. Oh, we're thinking Ben loves this. You know, this is really
yes, he is.
It brings him back to first grade 101 right here, where he can write all these different things out. Another big event's coming up I will let you folks know about. May the 17th, it's the 5th annual Wounded Warrior Soldier Bass Tournament up at Paris Landing State Park. And, folks, my good friend up there, Shane Hall, is trying to raise money. There's going to be about 150 to 170 kids coming along with these Wounded Warriors for the tournament. And Shane is trying to get tackle boxes and rods and reels for all those kids. You need to help out. So if anybody out there can help Shane, I'm trying to help him out and everything along that line that can help him get information to help these kids out, because that's the 5th annual Wounded Warrior Bass Tournament. And, you know, we do these things, and I know that you help out a lot, too.
Oh, yeah, I do. Try to go to a lot of these events. There's a lot of good causes out there.
Well, so that's the Wounded Warrior Soldier Bass Tournament. You can go to my website, lroutdoors.com. We got information about it up there, and we'll show you how to get in touch with Shane and help him. I've already got some folks have already donated money to Shane to help pay for some of those tackle. They're not looking for fancy tackle boxes. They're not looking for fancy rods and reels. These for little kids. These are for little kids. And so we want to take care of those little kids. All right, we got a couple of more wanting to win something, don't we there? Punch one for me, Ben. Oh, that one didn't win. Hey, good Saturday morning. How we doing?
We're doing good.
All right, who we got on the line?
Daryl Ratajczak.
All right,
Daryl Ratajczak.
Another winner.
You don't get to win. You just got to hang on here.
I'm still trying to win those gloves that you're
Oh, I owe you
those.
those.
Never send me.
Oh, that's right.
Don't I owe you those pink gloves, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess I'll wait in the wings here, Larry.
Yeah. Well, you don't get the pink gloves. You want them for somebody else. All right. Well, hang on. We're going to come right back to you, Daryl. I know you're fired up about this, but we appreciate you being on. We're going to come right back to you. Right after we take this break, we'll come back and talk to Daryl Ratajczak of the TWRA on Outdoors with Larry Rea on Sports 790.
For years, you've heard me talking about my love affair with Gastons White River Resort near Lakeview, Arkansas. Hello, I'm Larry Rea, and in my opinion, there's no better time to visit Gastons than in the spring. Gastons in the spring is all about beauty. Spring offers some of the White River's best fishing opportunities to catch lunker rainbows or pole-bending browns. There's beauty in the air when a rainbow or brown takes flight with hook and mouth. Gastons offers more than 2 miles of river frontage. The beautiful scenery along the White River is a photographer's and nature lover's dream come true. But there's more. At Gastons, enjoying the great outdoors does not mean roughing it. Its beautiful cottages are first class, comfortable, and spotlessly clean. Some even have large redwood decks. And of course, there's the beauty of the resort's restaurant, famous not only for its food, but its location perched over the White River. As resort owner Jim Gaston likes to say, at Gaston's, it costs no more to go first class. To take my advice, make a memory, go to Gastons.com or call them at 870-431-5202. Tell them Larry Rea sent you.
Summer is coming, and that means it's time to prepare for a summer of fishing, hiking, camping, and playing in the outdoors. If you're looking for a great way to get the family together outside, the free Fly Fishing 101 class from Orvis in the Laurelwood Shopping Center is the perfect place to start. From rod rigging to casting instruction, we're ready to help you prepare for your best season ever. And with a store full of the best rods, tackle, and clothing on the market.